So picture this. A routine mission on Mount Natagumo for 3 of our favorite rookie demon slayers is about to go completely off the rails. Today, we're diving into a terrifying mystery where comrades become puppets and a sinister, unseen family is pulling all the strings. And this is the first report that makes it out of the mountain's clutches, and it is absolutely chilling. This isn't just about demons picking off humans, no. This is something way more twisted. Demon slayers, their own comrades, are being forced to turn on one another. The mission has totally collapsed into this horrifying free-for-all. So the big question is, how on earth does that happen? What kind of power can just seize control of highly trained warriors and turn them into marionettes of destruction? Well, to figure that out, we've got to go back to the very beginning.
All right, so our story kicks off with our main crew. You've got the good-hearted Tanjiro, the always panicking Zenitsu, and of course the wild boar-headed Inosuke. Their crow shows up with new orders. Head north-northeast to a place called Mount Natagumo. Sounds simple enough, right?
Now, just before they leave, the old woman who sheltered them offers this piece of parting advice. It's this simple but really profound idea that's going to become like a guiding light in the absolute darkness they're about to walk into. It's really the last moment of peace before the horror show begins. And Tanjiro, of course, he gets it immediately. It's about integrity, about honor, no matter what happens. But Inosuke, he's completely baffled, literally asking what the hand you're given even is. It's a great little moment that just perfectly shows the difference between Tanjiro's thoughtful nature and Inosuke's pure wild instinct. The second they get close to their destination, the whole vibe just shifts. You can feel the dread just radiating off the mountain. Tanjiro smells something awful in the air, and even the supposedly fearless Inosuke can tell something is deeply, deeply wrong here. And right away, you see the group's dynamic perfectly laid out. Zenitsu, being Zenitsu, is just frozen with fear and flat out refuses to go in. But Tanjiro, he can sense the danger, but also his responsibility. He knows they have to act. So he and Inosuke press on, leaving a terrified Zenitsu cowering behind them. Their investigation doesn't so much begin as it explodes into action when a fellow demon slayer literally stumbles out of the woods, all bloody and terrified. He's one of them, and he barely escaped with his life. This is the first living proof of the nightmare that's unfolding inside those trees. Before they can get any real answers out of him, he whispers this super cryptic warning. And then, in a truly horrifying moment, he's violently yanked back into the dark forest by something they can't even see. Well, that's all it takes. Tanjiro and Inosuke don't hesitate for a second. They charge right in after him. The instant they step into those woods, it's like they've crossed into another world. The whole place is just draped in these thick, sticky spider webs. And then they see it. Other demon slayers. Their bodies moving with these awful, jerky motions, attacking them on sight. You can just see Tanjiro's sharp mind piecing it all together. He picks up on this weirdly sweet scent and realizes they're not acting on their own. The key discovery comes when he spots these nearly invisible threads attached to their backs. They're not fighting their friends, they're fighting a puppeteer. But here's the kicker. It's not as simple as just cutting the threads. They figure out pretty fast that these tiny little spires are swarming all over the place. And the moment a thread is cut, the spiders just reattach it. So this isn't a problem they can just slice their way out of. They have to find the demon who's pulling the strings. So as they're fighting their way deeper into this mess, a new figure appears, just standing on a web of threads in midair. It's a demon, and believe me, he is not happy that they've crashed his party. And what he says next, it blows the whole situation wide open. This isn't some lone demon hiding out. This is a family, a coordinated group of powerful demons that has claimed this entire mountain as their nest. The threat is suddenly so much bigger and more organized than they could have possibly guessed. But wait, it gets more complicated. This demon isn't even their main target. He reveals that the one actually controlling all the puppets is the mother of their family. So now, Tanjiro and Inosuke have to get past this new guy to find the real source of the problem, who's hidden even deeper in the forest. And this is where our boy Inosuke gets to do what he does best. He unleashes one of his beast-breathing techniques. Using his hypersensitive skin, he can literally feel the tiniest vibrations in the air. It's incredible. Through this spatial awareness, he pinpoints the mother demon's exact location. Now they have a target. Now, while all this chaos is happening on the ground, word is finally getting back to Demon Slayer Corps headquarters. And it's here that the true scale of this disaster is becoming terrifyingly clear. The situation is bad, really bad. And the top brass knows their first response was a huge mistake. They get a message from one of the few surviving Slayers still on the mountain, and it confirms their absolute worst fears. This threat is on a whole other level. Sending in low-rank Slayers isn't just a bad strategy. It's a death sentence.
And here's why that's so important to understand. Mizunoto is the absolute bottom of the barrel. It's the entry-level rank. Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu are rookies. They are the definition of cannon fodder, and they are completely, totally outmatched by the demon family they've just run into.
On the complete opposite end of that spectrum, you've got the Hashira. Think of them as the special forces, the 9 pillars of the entire Demon Slayer Corps. The difference in power and skill between a Mizunoto and a Hashira is it's not even a fair comparison. It's night and day. So, realizing just how bad things are, the Corp makes the call. They're not sending more low-rank Slayers to die. They are dispatching 2 of their absolute best, the Water Hashira, Giyu Tomioka, and the Insect Hashira, Shinobu Kocho. This decision is like a giant flashing alarm bell. It confirms Mount Natagumo is a catastrophe that only the elite can handle. And that's where we have to leave it. Our heroes are the lowest-ranked Slayers on the board, facing an entire family of powerful demons, all while their own comrades are being used as weapons against them. Help is on the way, but it's the most elite and probably the most distant kind of help there is. The real question is, can they possibly survive long enough for it to even matter?